Salutations, crustaceans. I'm Lobster, and today we're going to be reviewing the Cort GB74GIG from Cort Guitars. Let's do this. This is the GB74GIG from Cort Guitars, and has been hailed as one of the best jack-of-all-trade basses. But is that really the case? Today we're going to ask that question and find out. First, let's talk specs. The alder body is finished in a beautiful blue. I think it's like an ice metallic blue or Lake Placid blue. I forget what the blue is, but it's a very nice blue. And we have a white pickguard. The neck is a 21 fret maple neck with a maple fingerboard, and we have a truss rod wheel. Yes! 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 Yay! I am so glad that they included a truss rod wheel here. I wish this was the industry standard. I just wish it, because it's so easy to adjust the neck on the go without needing a special tool or to loosen your strings. The hardware on this bass is very high quality as well, with Hipshot licensed ultralight tuners up at the headstock and an Omega high mass bridge at the bridge. It's a bridge. Where else would it go? And a high mass bridge right over at the upper horn. No, just kidding. Oh man, I cracked myself up. The P pickup is a standard style P pickup. I don't really know details about it other than it's a Cort P. And then the bridge pickup is what's very interesting. The neck side of the bridge pickup, which features large Music Man style poles, is partnered with a jazz bass style bridge series of magnets. So it's trying to give you the best of both worlds here, but we'll see if it succeeds very soon. Let's talk about this preamp. One big gripe I have is the preamp. It looks like a 3-band, but it is actually a 2-band with a tone control. Now you may be wondering, hey Lobster, you love passive tone controls on active circuits. You're absolutely right, and I absolutely love when they're functional when the circuit is engaged. You have a dedicated knob for a tone control that does nothing until you bypass the circuit, and I think that is dumb. Why waste the knob? Ibanez does a great thing, and I believe Yamaha does this as well, and they just utilize the treble control as the passive tone control when the preamp is bypassed. Why have a dedicated knob for something that can only function like half the time? I think that's silly. Now, one of the other controls that we see here is a 3-way toggle switch, and that allows for 3 different pickup settings for the bridge pickup. The first setting, towards the neck, is just the Music Man style pulls. The middle setting of the 3-way switch gives you both the Music Man and the jazz bass style pickup magnets together in series, I believe, and then the third setting is just the jazz bass style in like the 70s position, so it's trying to give you a 70s jazz bass kind of thing. The rest of the controls are a volume, blend, and a 2-band preamp, bass and treble. Now let's go ahead and turn this bass around. Around back we see a large control cavity, separate battery door with a quick release, latch versus any sort of screw kind of thing going on, and a contoured neck heel over at the top of the body here for easy access to the upper frets. That's something that you really don't see at this price point, though FGN is getting pretty close at, I believe, an $899 MSRP for the Mighty Jazz JMJ, which has a similar-ish pickup configuration and a superior neck heel, in my opinion. But otherwise, this is a very nice and ergonomic neck heel, and I like the way it looks. Now I know you guys are wondering, what does this bass sound like? You guys know what you need to do. Go ahead and hit that like button so my hand will turn back to normal. Thanks. Not bad, not bad. So what we've heard thus far is both pickups together. The P pickup and the humbucker in, I believe, humbucker mode. Yes, so it's running both sets of magnets, both banks of magnets here. Let's check out the neck pickup first, this P pickup. Very nice, very nice. That P pickup sounds really good. However, hey, let's turn the tone down. Doesn't do anything because we're not bypassing the preamp, and I don't necessarily, want to play with the bass and treble of a P sound. Like, bringing down the treble is not the same as bringing down the tone. First, let me show you the bass centered and the treble at full cut. Now let's go ahead and bypass the preamp. Here's the tone all the way down. So the fact that you can't have the tone control functionality while the preamp is engaged definitely limits your tonal flexibility, especially if you're, playing a gig and you want to just turn the tone down versus having to mess with the EQ, which you may have set just how you want it, and having to then bypass that circuit to get to the tone control is kind of dumb. So yeah, that was the bass centered and the treble at full cut. Let's go ahead and bring the bass up all the way. Not bad, not bad. The preamp is at least solid. I think that it's giving you some at least solid flexibility here when it comes to boosting the bottom end or adding a little bit of extra zing. Let's now cut the bass entirely and bring the treble up to center. And here's the treble up all the way. So the treble at full boost is a little bit on the harsh side, and again, I wish we could just use that tone control to cut down that harshness a little bit while still giving it some clank. So, missed opportunity there. Now let's move on to the bridge pickup. I'm going to go ahead and center the EQ. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume down. So yes, the bridge pickup is a bit noisy, even in humbucker mode. We're going to check out the different settings in just a second. But one thing I want to talk about is the absolutely atrocious control layout. And it's atrocious for one reason. When you're adjusting the blend knob, you really... I don't have fat fingers or anything. I have pretty skinny fingers, and my fingers kind of get stuck between the blend knob and the bass control here on the EQ. So I wish the controls were spaced a bit farther apart to avoid that from happening. It makes things very cramped, and it's very easy to hit another knob when you're adjusting one, to the point where you're adjusting two controls at once, not on purpose. So that's kind of a pain in the butt. Just gonna say that outright. I think overall, yeah, it does sound pretty good. Yeah, not bad, not bad. You're not going to get the real Music Man style tone because of the positioning, but I guess dig the tone that you get out of it. I just wish it wasn't so noisy. Again, part of that is the environment as well, but you know, if you're ever in a noisy environment with the bass, it's going to make noise. So first, let's check out position 1, which is just the neck bank of magnets here, the Music Man style magnets. Not bad. And now here is the other bank of magnets, the jazz bass style, in the 70s position over here by the bridge. Now you may notice a big difference in output between the two different sets of magnets. Let me show you. So here's the bridge position ones, the jazz bass ones. And that was the next side, the Music Man style ones. Huge difference in output, and I attribute the noise to that. I wish these were a bit more balanced, and I don't think that splitting these up like this necessarily adds any value, especially when one of the banks is much weaker than the other. Now let's see how this impacts the tone with both pickups engaged. So first, here is the switch centered. That means the humbucker is fully engaged. Here's the neck position. And the bridge position. Big difference in output there. And again, the preamp is a good preamp, not a spectacular one considering you can only utilize the passive tone control when the preamp is bypassed. Now I'm going to go ahead and center all the controls here, and let's see how she slaps. Yeah, I mean, this bass slaps great. It sounds great while being slapped. So, yeah, not a bad slapper. Let's go ahead and play it with a pick now. Why not? So we're going to go ahead and play this bass with the pick, both with the P-bass pickup and the humbucker in humbucker mode together, as well as with the P-bass pickup by itself, using our trusty felt pick. So that was with both pickups engaged. Now here is the P pickup. Getting better every day, getting better every day. And finally, let's go ahead and throw some drums behind this bass. So here are my final thoughts on the Cort GB74GIG. The P-bass, Music Man, jazz bass, all-in-one hybrid thing that attempts to do it all. The jack of all trades. I don't think it necessarily achieved its goal, and here's why. I think that the control setup is a little bit meh. I don't like that the tone control is not usable. I don't like the imbalance in the Music Man jazz bass hybrid pickup here. I wish they went with a regular Music Man style pickup or a full, double jazz kind of deal. But this really doesn't do it all. The imbalance in this pickup doesn't really make me like this bass that much. The neck is a joy to play. The neck is a beautiful neck, and I think that the high quality hardware at this particular price point of $750 US is a great value. That being said, my beef with the whole preamp and tone control setup, as well as the particular pickup here, kind of turned me off on this bass a little bit. So on one hand, we have a lot of high quality parts and some quality modability as well if you wanted to make this a bit more, fine-tuned. But out of the box, I don't think this is the jack of all trades that it claims to be. So what am I going to rate the Cort GB74GIG? Yeah! I'm going to go ahead and rate this bass 3 claws out of 5. You're presented with very high quality hardware, high quality construction, however, a mediocre control setup and a bridge pickup that leaves a lot to be desired. So as a mod platform, I think that this is almost complete and just needs maybe a new bridge pickup. The neck pickup doesn't sound bad either. But again, I wish that this tone control was accessible while the preamp was engaged. That's something that could probably easily be done with a quick mod. However, I wish it was that way out of the box, and to spend additional time and money to make that bypass only, not cool, man. Like, you could have saved some money producing that and just had the preamp and the tone control be active all the time, and maybe, hey, bypass still gives you the tone control. Sire does it, but the fact that it's not being done here at a, $750 instrument, in my opinion, is kind of lame, especially since we're only getting a 2-band preamp as well. So there are my thoughts on the Cort GB74GIG. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, join our Discord, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Cort GB74GIG. And as always, until we groove again,